What's up? So, as some of you may or may not know, suffered a pretty significant elbow injury pretty recently, so training has taken a huge sidestep. So in this sidestep, going to be training legs 3 times a week, 2 to 3 times a week, probably one additional like HIIT style cardio. So today going to be taking you through what one of my posterior days look like. So now I have 2 days split up, so an anterior kind of quad push day with a pull, hamstring, glute based day with not a whole lot of stuff in my hand. So it's pretty limited in terms of what I can do, what I can hold on to, what I can stabilize. So not a whole lot of barbell or dumbbell work, but just trying to keep training efficiency super high during a period where I'm not able to do a whole lot. So let's go. All right, so starting off with a prone leg curl, just trying to get a pretty decent hammy pump, get everything pumped up, feeling good. Gonna double that down with a walking lunge, just get full motion of the legs, a little bit of left-right proprioception going before a pretty mediocre leg day. All right, so quick note, being that I'm pretty limited in terms of exercise selection, which I can do, I'm really kind of cranking the volume up on how many sets I'm doing. So I'm really going through like 2 or 3 warm-ups and a little bit of a quicker pace, and then gonna go through a couple heavier sets. So talking maybe 6, 8 total sets per exercise. Again, number of exercises super low, the number of sets in each exercise a little high. All right, so wrapped up leg curls, gonna follow it up with more leg curls. Now just in the seated variation. So just try to hit that lengthened portion of the good old hammy before we get some glute action on the Rogue GHD. But a couple less sets here. But all right, so I don't know what kind of shitty equipment you have at your gym, but this prime piece slightly has like a lean back to the seat, and in the hamstring curl I kind of like to get a little bit more stretch, a little bit more of anterior pelvic tilt out of my hips. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wedge this puppy right in the upper half of my back, so the bottom piece of it just along the top part of my lower back or lumbar area, just to help get a little bit more stretch. I'll provide a little bit more stability through the shoulders, upper part of the trunk, to help me crank this shit out. So moving on to the Rogue GHD, gonna do a hammy glute, like mechanical drop set. I don't even know what the fuck you wanna call it, but gonna do hammies first till they fatigue, then get whatever I can out of the glutes. Not much gas left in the hamstring, so just trying to get that last little bit in a little bit of a different position before I start getting a nice cheeky glute pump. All right, so the primary difference between hamstrings and glutes on this is kind of the action of what's moving. So when I'm focusing on hamstrings, I'm worrying about a little bit more bending at the knee, getting my whole body up a little bit more. As I transition to glutes, you'll see me, knees are staying fixed, mostly hip hinging, really just thrusting my hips as hard into this. You're just trying to do a hip thrust. Contract your glutes as hard as possible, get them in the short position, really juicy pump, all the goodies. All right, so while I wait for my Kane footwear sponsorship, let me explain why I'm doing this last. So wrapping up here with the leg press, gonna just really do one extremely long, painful, extended set. Not a whole lot left, just trying to get whatever I can out of it. Again, not super heavy. I'm still a little limited in how much I could brace and support, so loading this up right now for me is probably a bad idea.